Merrill, you just completed Dancepak 2, and it's wonderful, and you brought some of it here today. What was it like working with so many bands for one large video?
Well, there was never a dull moment. The Dancepak 2 is a very interesting compilation of music. Each piece is very different from the next. It starts out with Jim Carroll, Sweet Jane, which is a rock and roll song, a cover of a Lou Reed song. And the second piece, I've Got It Right by Lenny Kaye, is a more serious rock and roll song. They relate to each other, but they're different. Well, for variety, we've also got a Motown style song by the Must.
Michael Musto.
Michael Musto and the Must.
Your old friend.
Yeah, you've got all my favorite bands on there. Well, the one or two that you've missed, but.
And let's see, we've got Strange Party, a sort of a new wave calypso style song, which is really hard to describe. That's probably not even close to it. And a disco song, a Broadway disco song called Easy Street by Jason Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
And a Japanese pop song.
In Japanese?
It's in Japanese and English, and it's called Kids on the Street by Go Agami. And that song was produced by Lenny Kaye. So Lenny Kaye's band plays in it and appears in it. But it's really a novelty to hear Japanese singing for me.
I really love Jim Carroll's Sweet Jane video. You did a wonderful job on that, and there's so many props, and the interpretation is great. Did you make the props for that video?
Yes, I did. I had some help. Let's see, Oliver and Adolfo Sanchez helped on the game board. We actually butchered a game of life and sort of collaged it in there. But
well, that whole video is a collage. You have some performance and people playing the game and dancing.
Yeah, Lou Reed makes an appearance.
Yes. How did you feel about working with Lou Reed after what he said about video?
Well, it's interesting because when we were on the set, he said, well, my idea of heaven would be to line up all the video directors in a row and I'd shoot them like ducks. And I said, well, okay, ready for your first shot, Mr. Reed?
Did you wear a bulletproof vest?
No, he was just a little, he's, kind of a shy guy. He's real concerned about how he comes off because he's not, used to performing for the camera, when he's not just singing, playing songs. But no, he's real happy the way it turned out.
Came out beautiful. And what about Lenny Kaye's I've Got It Right video? That's a little old, isn't it? Haven't we seen that before? I know we've seen it on Videowave before.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, that played on MTV last summer. That was one of our first pieces to play on MTV. It's an old piece for us, but I think that the visual style is somewhat timeless. It's not a gigantic change of style for us.
And why did you include it in Dancepak 2?
Well, originally we were going to put it on Dancepak 1, but Lenny wanted to wait until he had a record out, and now he has just finished his record, also called I've Got It Right. It's an album out on Giorno Records.
Yes.
Giorno Poetry Record Systems, I think is the name of the company. And so and it makes a very good program with the pieces in Dancepak 2, which are of a different style than Dancepak 1.
Mm-hmm. And what about Michael Musto's video? We've had that on Videowave also.
That's another one that's it hasn't been released for mass market, but it'll be new to the masses, but it's not new for local New Yorkers, because we did that about 2 years ago.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt this discussion so that we can show a video from Dancepak 2. And we'll be back right after the video to talk a little more with Merrill and Joe. That was a great video. Let's talk about Michael Musto's video again. I cut you off at that point. What's it like working with Michael? He's pretty well known in the New York scene.
Well, he wasn't the easiest person to work with. That's just because he has a lot of ego. But then again, so do we. So it's sort of like balance each other off. But he's a sweet guy. His ego is balanced by his wit, so he's not really obnoxious.
Yeah, I know he's a lot.
He has a good sense of humor.
What I really liked is the last.
He wouldn't let us do the one shot we wanted to do, which is him holding a pig. I said, come on, Michael, let's be good for your image, you know. But no, didn't want
You
to.
wouldn't do
Maybe you could have had him dance with the pig. That would have been better.
I figured if I could get a pig in New York City, the least you could do is hold it. But we never got around to it.
Oh, well, maybe you
Maybe
should have
next
put the pig in a
time.
Golden suit. What about the last video on Dancepak 2? Jason Harvey?
Jason Harvey. We just finished that, 3 a.m. today.
Ah, it's wonderful. Then we've got a world premiere
We've got a
with
world
that.
premiere going on. Yeah.
Terrific.
Mhm.
Thank you.
It was a new experience for us working with a large group of dancers.
Dance is the hardest thing to film, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's really tough because you not only do you have to be careful of what angles you show them at, but you also have to be real generous with how you prepare them, give them time to perform their
And
act. You know.
If you edit it wrong and they come in on 1.5 instead of 1, they'll probably have your head,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I don't see it really as any more of a challenge than doing lip sync, which is something which has certain parameters, certain
Mhm.
technical requirements to bring off the aesthetic. I think of dance as moving sculpture, and so every angle to me is interesting. I don't think there can be a bad combination of angles, but I don't think that any one angle is necessarily going to be the wrong angle. I like to shoot it from all angles. I like to really cover it because the whole body is moving. The whole body is a moving sculpture, and there's no reason why any angle couldn't look good. But there are other things to consider, like where the sun is and how the light is hitting, and all that stuff. It was raining the day that we were shooting Easy Streets dance sequences. We were out in the plaza we all were supposed to meet there at 6 a.m. And so we were running in and out of umbrellas under awnings, waiting for the rain to hold off a little bit. And we'd run out, do a couple of takes, and then run back under an awning. But it really came
Couldn't you
out
have him
good.
change the song to Singing in the Rain or something? Make it easier on yourself.
Mhm.
You're no stranger to the studio here, are you?
Oh,
Didn't
the
you-
studio.
Yeah, didn't
Oh.
you film one of your videos down here?
Oh, the first tape we did together in 1979 called Love Among the Mutants, which
Mhm.
was a typical soap opera science fiction comedy about a female vacuum cleaner who's transported into a human body. And so, yeah. But that was, we started out doing science fiction pieces together. And we always incorporate science fiction elements in our videos, whether they're rock videos or whatever.
Which
stuff.
do you prefer?
Documentaries.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
science fiction
No,
documentaries?
we're doing a series of...
Hard news is science fiction.
Anything can be science
Mhm.
fiction.
Which do you prefer doing, the science fiction or rock and roll videos?
Well, I like working on what we're working on now. Every new project is the vital excitement of the moment, and I enjoy doing a documentary or a commercial or anything. I just enjoy my work.
It's great. Is it hard to work with rock musicians?
Each person's different, but generally speaking, it's not hard at all. It's really fun.
Sounds it. And you did a beautiful job on Dancepak. How did you get started in video?
Well, Joe and I got started in different ways, although we started working together pretty early. I studied film and video in college and picked up most of my video experience in a cable station in California after college. I went to art school. And what about you, Joe?
What about me? I started out doing film, and I started out in theater, working as a stagehand at the Steel Pier in Atlantic City, and gradually moved on to film and video from there. But we both worked together at the Muppets for a time too.
At the
Henson.
Muppets?
Yeah.
The TV show or the movie?
Well, for Jim
Everything.
Henson, they were doing everything at the time. We were videotaping all the new puppets that they were making and stuff. So we learned a lot about the crafts and working with props. And there's a lot of talented
And getting
people there.
things in New York City.
Yeah.
And did
It's
you
really
make the
helpful.
Muppets science fiction?
Well, we didn't have creative control over the Muppets, but let's face it, it's not reality.
Well, thank you so much for coming today, Merrill Aldighieri and Joe Tripician from Co-Directions. Thank you so much. It's all the time we have on Videowave.